I just woke up and let's do sermon. So that's how it works when I get into motels. This is my bed. I just woke up. So I wasn't planning on falling asleep, honestly, and that's the truth. So I like, I love taking the time to do sermon. I love taking the time to do the sermon that I do, which is just do it. I love that. So I love taking the time to do improv sermon. That towel smells like vomit. So imagine wiping your face down, smelling the clean towel that should be clean, and it smells straight like vomit. Okay, so that was just, so I wanted to hop on sermon to talk about, let's talk about the things we should probably be doing soon. Let's talk about uniting the states. Okay. So let's talk about uniting the states. If we were to take the time to think about how could we unite the states, let's take the time to think about our favorite self-care or self-love regimen. Let's take the time to think about that evil that runs us and evil that, goes against us. Are they taking the time to drink or smoke? So we're taking the time to cope while evil's attacking us. Are they taking the time to smoke? Are they taking the time to drink beer? Let's get our evil opponents high and drunk. No hope. Those are my thoughts and prayers. Evil's thinking, come on, help. I can't make this shit up. That's what they're thinking. I don't make shit up. I don't put thoughts in people's heads. So what am I doing? I'm taking the time to go on his thoughts, her thoughts, their thoughts, and read the energy, which is, what is crystalline? Crystalline. Thoughts are crystalline. That's why you get an anger spirit. It's a crystalline spirit. So evil's not taking the time to cope during the apocalypse, and we're just watching the apocalypse, and evil wants to just say, I'm petty because you did better before the apocalypse than I did. And that's the time when we gotta take the time to take the time to take the time. Take the time. What's your name, buddy? That one. To take the time. To take the time. Sometimes we have to take a step back and understand, the thing I'm doing is I'm taking the time. The thing that I'm doing is I'm taking the time. I'm taking the time. Stop. I'm taking the time. Stop. A little patience, please. I'm taking the time. So when you have to tell somebody I'm taking the time, you're telling them I'm making a conscious action, and I'm sorry it's sounding like this, but I'm taking the time. Do you understand? Take a step back and take that time. Are you taking the time? Are you thinking about taking the time? Are you trying to take the time? Or are you just taking the time? Are you able to take the time? Do you feel bad or guilty when you're taking the time? I don't want any more napkins, so shit, man. So if you want to take the time to talk to everybody, I mean, make sure you do it. What, maybe go on that one website, that one article that's saying everybody's taking the time to talk up on their deathbed. See what shit they're listening to. Or see what shit they're listening to. Yeah, fuck it. And also see what shit they're talking about. And also find out, get a pendulum and find out if they have dopamine in their brain. The internal chemical. See if it went and it combusted all through the brain. These are really simple things that we never thought about doing. Taking your pendulum and saying, hi, does this person have dopamine infiltrating their brain? Yes or no? What is yes? What is no? What is maybe? What is maybe? Ooh. What is maybe? What is maybe is actually now a really good question, because what is maybe is your checks and balance saying, are you allowed to ask that particular question? And that is what is maybe. So if you live with that person, or if you, it has to do with you getting out somebody else's information about their body scans. So it has to deal with you. So that's why you have to, I should tell you, you should always ask for permission to get information. You can get information about evil or benevolence, but you may not ask permission to meld with evil. I wish somebody told me that back in 2021, but instead I got told before you even started initiation and priesthood, because we know you're very interested in being service to everyone. Before you even started initiation, you failed because you asked evil to meld with you. And so you failed initiation, Shauna. I don't not remember that person who I grew up with, but I also asked if I can get permission. They said, yeah, because you melded with her and you even asked, and you got permission to do your first healing session. Because you melded with evil, you failed initiation into the priesthood with the archangels. That's what they told me. They took the time to tell me that. And I thought, I didn't do anything different than what I was trained to do from Archangel Gabriel, Peter Hansen. I didn't do anything different. I still did the same thing that he told me. I did everything right. I never did anything wrong. Now, how come I failed initiation to the priesthood because I melded with evil? How come? I guess because I melded with evil, period. I didn't know my friend was evil. I was doing one free spiritual session for a testimonial. I helped 2 people for 2 testimonials before I started asking for money for my spiritual practice in 2021, if you saw that. I had a website up and nobody wanted to pay for healing, for Reiki, just it was Reiki, and not the things I'm doing now. Not at all. So for Reiki energy healing, I made $0 off my very first website. I got 2 testimonials. But because how can I beg for a testimonial? One person was evil, unbeknownst to me. And so that person, when I melded with her, because I said, okay, may I meld? Do I have permission, spiritual permission to meld, to get messages from your higher self? She said, you do have permission. And I said, okay, thank you. And so I melded with her so I can get messages. And because I melded, and I didn't know she was evil, I have no discernment at that time. I mean, you can tell an evil bitch, and you can tell an evil bitch, but you never knew that evil bitch was nothing but pure evil. And, the thing I said is the thing I said, and it's the truth. You can find your friends and say, man, my friend, that's goth. It's actually pure evil. And, and I guess because I melded with evil, to get messages for evil, because they wanted to think about a higher self and their higher self, but a higher self because they don't really have a higher self. They're evil. Because they wanted to get messages from a higher being. Because evil wanted to. They told me I failed initiation into the priesthood because I melded with an evil being. Unbeknownst to me. And did I know she was evil? I knew she was goth and I knew she was dark. So what does that mean? It means these guys are pure evil, like pure practicing Satanism and connecting with Satan and doing things like that, okay? And no, we don't know, we didn't get it, but if that's the thing that made me fail initiation into the priesthood, and then I will tell you, I failed that. So I guess the saying, is my Elohim? I don't know, they told me from priesthood initiation that I failed, straight up initiation into priesthood. So, am I Elohim? The fucking thing I said is the fucking thing I said. You're gonna have to ask the elders that are same level as myself now, but are above me. Ask them if I failed or if I passed initiation into the priesthood. So am I Elohim? Look at the fucking thing I have to say. So if we were to think back and say, what's the problem here? The problem here is Peter telling me, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Risen, Peter Hansen, Lancelot, Risen, took the time to tell me, go ahead and ask the person who's asking you for help if they are okay with you, ask for spiritual permission for you to meld to them. Yeah, sure. I asked everybody that year if it was okay after they asked me for help. Okay, well, you asked evil to meld with you to get messages for evil. So because I did that part, who made up that rule? Is it needed? Like some EBT rules? So I wanted to come on here to say, let's talk about uniting all states, because I went over there to go buy alcohol and I can't buy any alcohol after midnight in Colorado. Who the fuck's doing this? Is it necessary? Do we need to do that? Do we need to take the time to say no more alcohol at 12? Because when you know damn right, and you know damn well, that when your ass is visiting in California, nobody fucking says that shit to you. You know that when you're in another state, nobody says that shit to you. If you're in a good state that nobody cares about like that, I'm from California, and man, California went to shit, huh? Oh well. I'm from California, and everything was really fine. As long as you obey their fucking free laws. There are a lot of good laws in California, I guess. Who fucking knew? I never left California until I left. Now I'm over here thinking, fuck California, no. Love California and fuck Colorado laws. Fuck Texas laws. Fuck Arizona laws. Fuck all your guys' laws. I'm going back to California and I'm fine when I'm free. It's insane. So when they told me during initiation to priesthood, 9/26/2021 to 12/14/2021 or something like that. I don't know if it was 14th or 13th or whatever. So 9/26 to 12/14/2021. I was in initiation to priesthood. You guys can find me. That's the OA part 2, my initiation. When they kidnapped the little fucking shaved head little fucking Asian chick and kidnap her and check her out. And everybody's looking for me. Okay, that's my initiation to priesthood. That's also I'm Buzz Lightyear. Muse. So that's the part in the Toy Story that was released in 2021. I don't remember. I don't know what's been going on since then. And how sad is that, guys? You guys left me outside after that. So after the OA part 2, You guys never fucking fetched me to recover me and bring me in a higher living. You left me outside with the homeless people. So what is it that I want to say about homeless people? Homelessness. I want to say is you guys left me outside with the homelessness. I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't be doing. I did everything I had to be doing and need to be doing, and I went through initiation to the priesthood in 2021, and then you guys left me outside with the homelessness after that. It's just like the OA when Prairie is taking the time to make conscious actions and talk to you about her experiences outside. With eyes to see and ears to hear. Goliath eyes. So when you guys left me outside with homelessness, you know, I'm in a motel now, but right now I'm in a shelter. Okay, now imagine saying that for yourself, right? Let's do exercises. Imagine you're taking the time to tell everybody, I'm terribly conscious and aware and awake because you guys left me outside with homelessness, and I'm too sober and clean for that. I'm not doing crack, I'm not doing meth, I'm not doing any uppers. I'm doing THC, which is a downer, and alcohol, which is a downer. Why am I doing a downer? So let's take the time to have really open conversations about the things we should be talking about. The truth. So if we want to think about speaking the truth would say, it's the apocalypse, and the truth, as the capital T would say, I need to do downers for the apocalypse, not uppers. I need to grieve, and I need to cope, and I need to mourn with downers, not uppers. Imagine your mom dies and you're over there doing fucking like crack every day, coke every day, meth every day. Or imagine the reality of the situation is everybody's going away right now because it's called the apocalypse, the unveiling of what wasn't previously known, the unveiling of John. The apocalypse of John, the unveiling. So apocalypse is synonymous with unveiling. And maybe we need to take the time to think, the apocalypse is happening and I'm sad. I need a downer. I'm being a downer. I need a bit of an 8. Misery loves company. Give me a downer. And then you take your downer and then you think, you know, I'm in deep thoughts. Don't bother me too much and don't be rude, but I'm in deep thoughts. Ooh. Would you like to have a deep conversation? Because I'm terribly just in my thoughts. You know, these are ways that you guys can talk to each other. The truth. So, just like when I was at my psychiatric appointment, they said you're really excited, and I'm beside myself because it's my first psychiatric appointment that I get to get meds the way that they want me to with a doctor I get to see over and over, and I get to get meds, and I get to put my fucking homeless story on paper finally. Guess what? That's not the fucking thing anybody wants. Even psychiatrists. I found out on Project Looking Glass that my psychiatrist on another timeline, because I was still talking about homelessness, my psychiatrist shoves me in a fucking mental institute. I found out on Project Looking Glass when I time traveled for my appointment. I time travel my things, important things, if I don't mind thinking about it, because whatever I'm thinking, I have an arch nemesis, whatever the fuck. I have a evil person who's just, I hate you because I'm petty. I hate you because I'm petty because I want your hair and I want your eyes. A psychopath, murderer, skinwalker wants to take my hair and my eyes. I should take that seriously. Yeah, truth is thinking. Oh, come on, Christopher Sterling. Seriously? nasty Satanist is a nasty Satanist, huh? He literally wants to take the time to skin my hair, take my eyes, and say, I want your hair and your eyes. Evil, come on. Is this why I felt initiation? Because I don't know. And, I guess it makes sense. I would say, yeah, that's fine. Who's the hardest? Who's the hardest one besides me? I just didn't think nothing. Thinking, oh my gosh, I was the hardest motherfucker to walk through initiation in history. I'm okay with that. Everybody sees all that. I'm okay with that. Man, that's nuts. Initiation was insane. Typical deal him. I have to say, so let me tell you about indoctrination. Indoctrination is punishment bestowed by divinity. Okay, so if we're to take the time to, what is that? That's a gas transmission that I'm mocking, imitating. Gas. Gas. So if I say I'm getting in the ether gas, and you guys hear ethereal, ether, and author, those are all synonyms for ether, fifth element. So if you were to say the fifth element, like the movie, like Multipass, the same thing. So earth, wind, fire, water, gas, carbon, like the same carbon in our body as a human. It makes us go, ooh. Carbon is sixth element, and then seventh element helium, and then components, which is carbon. Consciousness. It's out of things that, oh no, it's carbon plus ether gas creates a wormhole, which is myself. I'm a wormhole. There's not many wormholes in bodies, but I'm one. And then the thing I'm talking about, evil, I will just fucking call him evil. He's another wormhole. Because there's the creator of China. I created him. He's just so evil. He's just saying, now is that the fucking shit you want your hair in your eyes. No, not okay with that. And so let's talk about the reason why I came on sermon. Let's start speaking to each other differently. And the thing that evil's trying to do to me and try to hold me from going on sermon, you know, I never dealt with this thing until October 2023, and that's when I started dealing with this evil man in my thoughts, my telepathy. So when you guys want to take the time, if you're not telepathy and saying, she's making it up, like what's in her head? What's in your head, idiot? You know you have thoughts before you want to start crucifying and saying the same shit everybody's saying. You are obviously having a thought. Are you okay not taking the time to make a conscious action? The conscious action would be you not saying that anymore, and you taking the time to say is, I know what's in my thoughts, but I don't know what's in her thoughts. So if she's having a conversation with somebody who's really good at going thought to thoughts and connecting, if she's having a conversation with somebody like that, I am nothing to negate that truth, and I am nothing to paint that person. I'm nothing to smear that person. I'm nothing to be petty, because when I'm petty, I talk bad about that person. That's defamation of character. Money, pain and suffering money that I have to pay out if they catch me. I'm not fucking around, okay? I want you guys to think before you speak. Think before you do. If you can't do anything, take the time to try to think before you speak. Take the time to try to think before you do. Take the time to try to do something before you act the way you do. How come nobody's taking the time to tell you truths about yourself that you need to know about yourself? Why is it always just me? Why am I the bad priest? I know that's not the way that I want it to go, and that's not the way that I want it to be, but honestly, why am I the bad person? Anyway, so if you want to know and break down the thing that I wrote earlier, have I had any taken time a boyfriend? I'll do Q&As and ethers. Have I taken time boyfriend with a white guy? So I do sleep with men and I do sleep with women. Ever since I was like 20, I started sleeping with men and women. Before then, I just have dry sex. So that's what I do for foreplay. Dry sex. So before, I don't mind doing Q&A. I'll do a few questions in the ethers that are just lingering, and I'm going to drop all the crystalline questions. So imagine a million different things: extraterrestrials, humans, insects, because I'm in the animal, I work in the animal kingdom, animals, mammals. Everybody's trying to fucking send a message. So all the animals that are sending messages to me in my thoughts, heal. All the insects, heal. Terry's that and that, and the things that I have to do, I'm doing publicly. And because I used to do these things. I had a website on my YouTube. I've publicly healed everybody at doing mass healings, not like these things, but the things are communicating with me, and did mass battles live when I had my car, living in my car, and these are things I have to do for humanity. And when I do mass battles, it is insane because I would usually pass out, and so I can't pass out anymore. So I've been on the streets with everybody, so I cannot fall asleep anymore during battles. Why? Because I want to maximum. I get my power and I blast things with it in the cosmos, and then the body, boom, goes unconscious. So I don't do that anymore. So I take the time to really recover and find other ways to use energy, source energy. So as source, I still have to do that. As Merlin, the source from Andromeda Galaxy. So I created this galaxy from another galaxy. Not Andromeda still, but the galaxy before that, called Kick Me Around in Here Galaxy. I was in that galaxy, and then I was blah, 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 as the Four Master. But I can't just do that or say that. I have to let you guys know, is that I know a lot of you guys know the story of how the inception of Milky Way Galaxy, how the galaxy was birthed. So maybe we should make more movies about that. So I was Osiris in another galaxy, and I was whacking it. I was jacking off. I would say, I'm jacking it in, and I don't know who I am, but I don't want to do anything, but this is what I want to do. I did that, and I made the Milky Way Galaxy. So Sodom is sodomy. I'm Gaia, who's Gaius. So I guess, am I okay with the thing that I have to think about and just say is that I didn't think about that, but it takes one to see one. So when I'm over here talking about Sodom, even with the veil on, because that's not the thing I do this lifetime, I'm very well versed in Sodom because I made the galaxy just like that. And this galaxy, like I said earlier, is that people are in my cells and they're fucking annoying. So I made the Milky Way Galaxy like near 4D experience on Earth. So I made the Milky Way Galaxy, and via the way that, Sodom, same way, sodomy. But so I condone it. Before I would say nothing taking time, but not my mom. Yeah, see, and this lifetime I condone it because they actually did that to me for like 4,000 hours, man. Growing up as a kid, so it's trauma now. So I don't do any sodomy. I'm creation also, so that goes down there. I don't do anything like that. And I'm okay with that. I've only gone down on 2 men. The first one was like 16 years ago. I remember everything. The first one was 16 years ago, and then the second time, but this is consensual things, non-consensual. My God, they fucked me for 4,000 hours. Satanists. I'm a Luciferian. I'm Lucifer. So as Lucifer, I am Saint Michael's younger self. So Saint Michael. We're doing Inception, and I'm Saint Michael's younger self is the thing that they tell me to let you guys know. So everything you're seeing is Saint Michael's younger self. And then I eventually become Archangel Michael, which I had to do that. And I did that 12/20/21 and gave you the way short message. And I already knew I was the chosen one. I never knew I was Michael. I never knew I was Archangel Michael with Lucifer, who is Seth. That's what they want me to tell you guys and let you guys know. My truth. They as in the elders. So between Saint Michael's younger self and Archangel Michael, what was the difference? That's the missing puzzle piece that you guys are trying to figure out with Enoch too. Saying, Enoch, where'd you go and where'd you go? There's a missing puzzle piece. They took him and they killed him during initiation into the higher woman, to the priesthood. Enoch is a divine feminine. Joseph Anthony Amoroso is a divine feminine. That's Ganache. I'm Shiva. I'm terribly impressed with him going through his Holy Grail every lifetime and always finding out he's Enoch. This Archangel Michael, who's San Lafon's twin, Archangel Metatron. Archangel Michael was his mentor during initiation to the priesthood, who is Lucifer. So I'm Saint Michael's younger self, and then I get my higher self. So for Joe, Enoch got his higher self, Metatron. Hey, we gotta go by. They did that with me. Shauna Maxim got her higher self, Lucifer. Hey, you're now Archangel Michael with my connection to the cosmos and you being Shauna Maxim. You know you're the chosen one. This is how it works. Your higher self is a separate entity. Let's go. I thought that, look at that, that's Courtney Stone's, the boob thing with the mouth. Oh, just like before. So what did I say? That gotta go. So what are these Courtney Sterlings? This is another evil thing that you guys haven't had to hear because she's not rude during sermon. But that other evil, oh, look at that. Evil one wanted to be heard and talked about on sermon. So instead of saying his name, which I created him, and I created his name, Christopher Sterling, he just wants to be said throughout the internet. Look how evil, because he's an energy vampire. So if you hear him, just grab that name and throw an anger spear at it. Look what evil didn't think about. I have a fucking rebuttal for everything. I have something to pull out of my ass. Okay, so, alright, man, I'm terribly sad that the beer is, I can't get any beer because it was 12:48 when I went to go get beer, and they said that alcohol is shut down by midnight, and I thought, fuck, and I said, you know what, and I was actually quite rude when I left. I said, fuck this state. Why? Because the thing that I said, I'm not mad about the thing that I said, but man, and I'm not mad at them, but I thought, fuck, there's literally nothing that person can do. Even if you wanted to say, hey, oh, she's cute, I'll let her in and get a beer. So do your bars shut down at midnight? Because your alcohol sales done at midnight? Because typically bars shut down at 2 in California because we're much more free than you guys are outside is what I'm noticing. I've been in many different states, especially from being homeless. I've had the most lax, and I was in the Matrix in California, I had the most lax experience in California. I miss California. And it's honestly the beach, so if we can just not let the fucking Mexicans take California, that'd be nice. Or anybody, honestly. Maybe, honestly, bestow California to Canada like a beautiful, like, olive branch. And let them take over. And imagine we go over there, hi, this is Canada now. It's California. Hello. Hi, this is Canada now. Hello. How are you gonna treat the beaches? Are you guys gonna be more lax? If not, it has to be United States of America because we're more lax. So if you're not gonna have a lax California because you're all Canadian, I don't really know how you guys act. Your Canadian culture, and I don't want to overstep, but if you guys are gonna be the thing to take the time to take over California, because that's actually something we're talking about behind the scenes in the ethers with Bilderberg and myself and Canada and Donald Trump and United States of America and what he's willing to take in, what states he's willing to take in during his presidency. This presidency, because he wants to take the time to say conscious words saying, I don't want to take in California, like it's an option. So I didn't know that we're just checking California out in his head. And so Canada, I talked to Canada about maybe taking in California then, because he doesn't want to take the time to even think about California anymore. Okay, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna take California and ask Canada, since we're in this liminal state, because he's so stupid, to say something like that. And so I let Donald Trump saying, I don't want to fucking fix California. So he doesn't care about California. I even told him to donate Trump Towers, some whatever ones. Okay, so these are not your American people. Okay, period. Okay. And he's talking to the mayor like she's so fucking stupid. Dude, she needs to give her portfolio Mayor Karen Bass, because that's his salvation handbook. Because she got over 55,000 homeless people in, and now her whole city is homeless. So she knows damn well exactly how to get everybody in, like a badass motherfucking solitaire player. I trained her. I'm her advisor. She already got 55,000 homeless in. Fucking practice is done. She already knows how to do this shit. I trained her. Because I told her to focus on the homelessness, and she's the only one that took me seriously. Terry, she just sneezed. That's exactly what he sneezed. So if you're living outside as in a community, sneeze like that, okay? And say terribly sees a sneeze. And I say, oh, you know what? That is a higher thinking thing we need to think about saying. Terribly excuse us. Mm-hmm. If you speak like that, I'll let you in on the Knight Templar gig, okay? Mm-hmm. If you want to be part of thinking about living differently, like I said, you know, let's talk about uniting all the states. You know, KKK, just go ahead and implement everything. It's not like I don't have followers in Christ consciousness and cosmic Christ consciousness. Go ahead and implement everything. So if we were to say how many more people have God consciousness on Earth, I would say if you're a risen Freddy Krueger, those are the one that looks like D. Snyder's. Because I'm an aspect of D. Snyder too, so that's why I have half black and white tattoos, like D. Just innately. And so I'm okay with everything. And this is my last life, and a previous life, D. Snyder. In a previous life, St. Francis of Assisi. In a previous life, Pope Francis. In this lifetime incarnation, a spliced off version of myself went into Justin Bieber and Morgan Wade, too. too. So I don't really need Morgan Wade to be following me. I'm the creator on Umbrella Academy. I'm the one that took my kids' powers and just said, hey, give me your kid, give me your kids, give me your power. I mean your kid, give me your power. So say somebody kidnapped your kid. I never kidnapped anybody's kids. For the pedophilia ring, for that thing, I always say, give me your Mexicans, your things you don't help anymore. Okay, so I never kidnapped anybody when I made 322. I just say, give me the things you don't think about. Just like that. During that time frame, 322, when I was creating the pedophilia ring for everybody. It was a consensual ring. There was nothing wrong with it. Why are we doing non-consensual things? You guys did me non-consensually for 4,000 hours. I run pedophilia rings to be ran consensually in past lives. Why did you do that to me? I had non-consensual sex for 4,000 hours on this body damage. So let's take the time to think about everything and say is non-consensual is non-consensual, a ding is a ding. You know, you may not think about the trauma that person's going through because you may not think about it because you cannot see perspective. But the truth is think about putting on that other person's pair of shoes and think about the things they think about for a bit. If you want to, you may free will take the time to step in somebody else's shoes and make that conscious action and be that other person that you crucified, be that other person that you're petty with, be that other person that you're jealous with, be the other person that you're competitive with in your head for whatever reason, because we're all telepathy. So take that damn time and be everything you need to be and do everything you need to do. Because at the end of the day, I do have to tell you, I'm actually considering, I'm at 42 minutes right now and I'm gonna head off. I'm actually considering doing a prohibition on perversion. So I'm the one who did prohibition with alcohol the first round, okay, on you guys. I'm considering doing perversion prohibition. So that was an alcohol curse for Sterling. It was an alcohol evil thing that I did, saying I'm going to do this thing on everybody and pull prohibition and say no more alcohol and don't do anything. So right now I'm going to say, now the things you're doing behind closed doors, if you're doing those things, like a ask and tell thing, I will take the time to crucify you and probably take you off earth, like a death penalty for perversion. So if you're, because don't ask, don't tell was really nice. Obviously for a thing, it was beautiful. You're gonna ask and so don't ask, don't tell was you don't fucking talk about you being the perverted thing you are, because you want to boast. So don't ask, don't tell. So now we're gonna say if you're doing an ask and tell situation, being perverted, we'll probably say that's going to be linked to the death penalty, and I'll probably even pull don't ask, don't tell and say, look how effective it worked. And now I want an ask and tell death penalty. I'm not fucking around. I'm considering pulling that as Space Force Captain. So what is it that I'm expecting of you? I'm expecting of you guys to understand is that I want a new world order. Not 4444. That's Arkansas Gate. I want a new world order, and I don't think I'm doing. But you guys are seriously bitching, saying we don't want to conform to your ways. Okay, it's a oneness religion, and honestly, the truth is that you're nothing to not be in a religion, and your religion all conform to my ways. If you are in the religion, or if you are part of a religionhood. I encourage everybody to always wear a sweater, as this is our robe. So a religionhood is the thing that you should be in, because damn near all religions, the Catholics, irrefutable truth, dogmatic belief would tell you, if you were to say, what's your dogmatic belief, Catholics, they would tell you God is Elohim, Yahweh, Allah, 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 Creator, Source, Orion, Guru. That's what us as Catholics would tell you. Christians are going to tell you that God created earth, the universe, and heaven, the sky. The Catholics will tell you God is also called in other religions. We let the Catholics think. What else am I called Catholics? God, Source, Allah, Creator, Yahweh, Elohim. They would say, I'm that person and I keep reincarnating. And I'm back again. That's what the Catholics would tell you. And then the Jews would tell you is this isn't our first go around and we've been here before. And now they tell you, and we're reptilian, the Hebrews. And they'd say this is our second go around and we failed last lifetime. And so we're back and we have, a get up. We're Hebrews, and actually, the Hebrews part is the part we need now because we're going to run it. It's called Rosh and Moscow Pact. So that's what everybody's doing on the homeless zone. Is that shit. So if we're to take the time to just say, how's the homelessness? The homelessness is insane. I can't believe we don't have any Netflix documentaries out on homelessness. I don't mind running one. I don't mind going back to every fucking place and show you where I slept for the last 3 years, right after the OA part 2. Right after initiation to priesthood, 12/20/21, they left me on the streets to die. And I was in too much fear. And what the fuck did I just go through? Because I'm used to posting for you guys all the time and being of service on the internet. And they just left me outside to die. Thinking, what the fuck did I just go through? And how is this thing okay? Okay, so what do you guys, where the homelessness? It took me 365 days in my car. They put me in my car right after initiation to priesthood. Space Force watched me from afar every day. I lived in my car. That was 12/20/21 to 12/20/22. I stayed in my car every day. I barely got into motels, but when I did get into a motel, it was for emergencies only. My sister would, give me her credit card because I don't have any money. After initiation, my credit karma went from 100% payment to fucking, is she dead? I'm not dead. So my credit karma got fucked up. My credit got fucked up after initiation into the priesthood 12/20/21. So I was in my car recovering and my brain was fried up with direct energy weapon damage. Donald Trump used the Navy for that, for his personal vendetta, because I knew too much about his personal life. You can't kill me to get me away. Oh, I get it. He really was trying to kill me to get me away. Like I'm gonna shut you the fuck up, Shauna. Anyway, that's all documented. I need him to classify everything. But now he's trying to run a dictatorship, and let's talk about current events, man. Current events are current events. It says that Trump's trying to run a dictatorship. He's all puppet strings, so honestly, I do have to say, it's time to take him out. And I already told him we're gonna revolt. We're gonna flip the government. You're not gonna run a dictatorship when we just trained everybody to be sovereign and free from something like this. So we have to revolt. 45, 46, 47. You know, he's not doing anything but telling his truth. So 45 to 47, that's the truth, guys, is that he's been president 45, president 46 in Joe Biden's body, and president 47. He never passed the blitz. You know, everything you saw was everything you saw. Everything we heard was everything we heard. We're at 50 minutes. Try to get this one or two parts in. And he's taking extra time to fix the economy. We wanted a reset, dude. Jubilee. Don't forget, everything you heard was everything everybody's been screaming across the world. Jubilee. We just want a jubilee. We want that great reset. We don't know what the fuck you're pulling. We just want that motherfucker to just say jubilee. And boom, poof, magic, everything happens. But everybody's distracted with perversion, and we have to watch Elon's kid doing SRA on you, Donald. I'm sorry if drinking water, if you guys think about something else when I drink the water, I just want to make sure that that's not the thing it is. Like us watching Donald with Elon's kid, the thing that we see is the thing that is. But I don't do foreplay with them like that. I just have dry sex. 10 minutes dry sex, and then intercourse is how I have sex with men, and I have sex with women, but the last one was 3 years ago. So, do I want to be with a woman? I do. I can't believe it's midnight right now. There's no way that I can get anybody over here, so I'm going to have to channel everything. And I'm going to go thought to thought with people. And think about people. So I think, who am I going to think about? I don't think about that mega soul. Rose, no, she's at the shelter is what I thought. And she's right over there. But we're doing intense thought to thought things. And I'm thinking, man, it's Dr. Strange. Thinking, man, that's really fun. Because I woke up after drinking 3 of those beers, and I started doing new meditation. And I thought, man, I'm going to grab my consort, and I'm going to do it with my consort. Some girl polish. And so I grabbed Rose, and then we would sweat really beautifully thought to thought, because I know that that's possible, because that's a thing to do. So I went over there and did that thing. It was really nice. So I would like to just honestly sit in meditation all day long if I could, in a motel. And you know, I thought about, what about Jalen Hurts, marketing person? Because I've been with her for the last few nights. My thoughts. Telepathy. So I thought maybe I'll just think about her and wake her up. So I like to wake up these women in their thoughts. So like right now it's like 12 o'clock or something like that. I'll go lay down, and then I'll just go and connect with them in deep ass meditation. And so I'll drop brainwaves completely, and then I'll go astral project, and I'll go, and I don't really go conscious hop in their bodies, but they conscious hop in my body. So they'll leave their bodies and jump in my body, and then they boom, and then we can actually hang out. That's really that's another form of channeling, but that's conscious hopping. And that's the thing that people are doing and have been doing. And, you know, Space Force, sometimes, you know, Dead Space Force decided to kill them back in 2021 for attacking me after telling me I have space brain. I took down two Space Force spacecrafts, 2 TR-3Bs, and Q. Q's an extraterrestrial. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. I'm the Earthbound Q for the rest of the show, but the Q that was doing all this as Archangel Michael, the White Hat Alliance, that's the elders working. So it's the elders, and then Lucifer, and the Department of Defense. And we bestowed Q for the DoD, who's a extraterrestrial, a dark, evil extraterrestrial for the DoD with Surprise, secret Space Force alliance in the cosmos 3 years ago in space. Space Force just came out, like, so, like, I don't know, just came out that year, but they'd have been in there five years doing your fear-mongering, Space Force. That's the dissemination team, and then they use Trump as a puppet. Trump doesn't want to do anything after the Q movement. The movement just means that we have to do the unveiling, and then we get the pole shift and we're done. So Trump doesn't give a fuck that the pole shift is done. He doesn't give a flying fuck the pole shift is done. My part is done, except for now I'm king of Earth. He doesn't give a fuck about the rest of the movie. He wants to still be on stage and now try to make America great. I want to push the reset Jubilee button as God and let everybody know. Jubilee, I've always known as God my whole life. Okay, my whole family is known. The Hawaiians know. In Hawaii, everybody knows that I'm God. Everybody fucking knows. These guys are fucking stupid. In Palmdale, they know I'm Yahweh. Mostly Hebrews are over there, you know, who are doing that thing. So everything is fine with me being God. I'm just trying to go mainstream now and let everybody know is that, Donald, take a step back. Let me do the Jubilee. Jasara is Jubilee, as I am a founding father. I'm a bloodline lie, and I created all bloodlines. Take a fucking step back, Donald, so I could take the time to just hit Jubilee and let everybody know, hi, it's time to Jubilee everything, and to tell you, I have to say, go everyone, and go everyone, and go everyone, and go everyone, go everyone, go everyone, go everyone, go everyone, go everyone, because you guys have to do everything, but you have to go everyone, and go over there now, go over there, put piesters, and do everything, and everything is everything, you have to do everything, go by beat, and you guys got your downloads now. And I don't want you guys doing anything you shouldn't be doing. Don't do anything you need to be doing or have to be doing. Nothing. Take the time to think about everything you guys want to be doing from here on out. Do things you have to be doing and need to be doing. Like, you have to take care of your body intelligence suit. You need to take care of your body intelligence suit before you want to do anything in the morning. You have to wake up and see how much hydration, so everybody has their body intelligence suit on now. And now we're just going to talk about how we're going to take the time to wake up. So I'm going to send you another worksheet, and you're going to connect with yourself and your thoughts, which is your suit. If you had a suit, like, if you had a suit microphone, you can even think like that. Okay, so for that, I'm going to do that. And say, my suit microphone saying, oh, hi. Okay, that's not the thing. Oh my gosh. Usually that's not the thing I wanted to do, is actually put one in myself, but I was just saying, just do it for them. Just dumb it down. That thing for myself. Put that back. Okay, so I want you guys to ask certain questions with yourself, but I guess that's the thing I have to tell myself. But this works. It's a really working modality, and that's the reason I'm going to pursue it, okay? But I wanted you guys to connect with your suit, saying in the morning, you know, dopamine present in the brain, yes or no? Is that the truth, yes or no? Like that. I want like that, not the fucking thing that just said that thing. And then I want you guys to ask, you know, dehydrated 0 to 50%. 50 to 100, 75 to 100. Okay, is that the truth? Okay, so I'm terribly dehydrated. And then you can check your blood sugar. My blood sugar is 400 zillion 99. We're down. That's the thing I gotta deal with. Alright, I'm at 59 minutes, 26 seconds. So I'm gonna go heal my blood sugar and say metaphysical iodine, beep beep. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, you guys. This is, so I ate the cereal and I put things in this box to use as like a storage thing. So this is coffee. This is dark Hershey's chocolate. This is coffee. And this is my creamer that I'm using for creamer. Ew. So I put the coffee and then creamer, white chocolate after. It's really just like white chocolate at Starbucks. Reese's Pieces. I brought a pack with me. Everything that I'm doing, but Reese's, another Hershey. So this is special dark chocolate with almonds. They put 2 and 2. I have yogurt raisins, and then wait, that's chocolate yogurt, and I have vanilla. You know, this is all free will for me to buy, so this is what I bought this round. And I'm just going to consider it a staple, and I don't think I'm going to do anything outside of the, I mean, I might get things here or there. And I brought a coffee because I'm at this motel. And this is Think Coffee, and this is mushroom coffee, and that's fungus to help me with my seizures. And I use THC to help me with my seizures, and I use, I saw my first aid, and I put elderberry in here. Ew. So I'll sell kits like this, and so that way, and I even have teas in here, in my first aid kit, because it's, you know, that's what it is. And then I have band-aids and stuff in here, and then I put my, and so my deodorant, I use this deodorant. I'm at 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 hour, 2 minutes. I use this one. This is cedarwood, and it does have aluminum, and I do use it because it's effective, and honestly I feel really good. And you know, it's just worrying me up during my days, and it's just swagger. It's just the only thing that I'm a just think of me being MP for Earth. You know, I'm Star-Lord from Guardian of the Galaxy, so I always have to be like masculine and feminine. So androgynous. So that's what I use. I use masculine scents, and I heal like a motherfucker behind the scenes. And then I made these cute things. So if people like this idea, you may use it. So I would just recommend getting a box of cereal and unsweetened vanilla almond milk, or if you live on the streets, whole milk, so that way you can start getting weight. If you live on the streets, and that's the thing I can tell you guys, because I have experience for living on the streets, and it sucks. But I have all my posts still from living on the streets. I've been posting this whole time on the streets. And so you just have to go to my Race Against Time page and see, man, look at this, I love this little setup. You just have to see that all my posts from being on the streets homeless. I've been posting this whole time, don't worry, go see. I'm just finally in a better situation, as you can probably tell. So I have tea in emergency for my first aid kit. I will put in there. And then I have this Toaster's Choice Hazelnut, and this is my coffee creamer, Lindor. I've never had this before. White chocolate. So I put this in the coffee, and it is so good. But I typically put that with my Think coffee, and then I have that Think. I have this. This is a really, like, this whole pack is like, I think 7 billion or something like that of healing. $7 billion. That's why I'm selling it out, because I made my own little fucking pyramid scheme. So here's Think Coffee, chaga, and lion's mane. And I stopped drinking it the other day. So I thought, man, so what's up with the lion's mane? It's actually a lion's mane. I see the videos. I said, what's up with the lion's mane? They say it's actually this spurty part that makes you go, oh, hi, everyone's okay now, and that's the thing. Okay. And the chaga, could ask me Puts me in a fucking healing mushroom room. I don't have seizures. I have seizures because I have post-traumatic stress disorder. Is what you guys call it. I call it. You left me outside as a woman for more than one night. It was 365 days in my car and 473 days on foot after somebody stole my car. I'm not the same anymore. I'm still a religious leader now. Because of experiences. I hate everything I went through just to be a religious leader. These are little courting things that I have. I court like a motherfucker. Women. I haven't taken the time. There are 2 women at the shelter that I go home to. I'm fine as fuck, man. One is that thermal Satan. She's doing it from over there. From there to on quantum computers, which is my head. So it's like you guys are doing quantum computers. I'm just the big hub and we're all in it. I'm CERN, but whatever, you guys don't care about it. I already had one, but I just keep it in the box. And so you eat a cereal with probably, actually just do 1% milk. Everybody, just try it. It's really good. So you do 1% milk with this, even with all the pus and all that. It goes to the body system, so you actually need that. That's fine. You know, go see what the body's made out of. It's like carbon. Our body's made out of carbon, hydrogen. Well, it's not the worst. Yeah, it's not the worst. You know, our bodies. But look to see what a body is made out of. It's like we're made out of everything they said is fucking truth. We're made out of fucking carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, water. That's what this body's made out of. So, well, we're gonna add a little bit of extra. Is that the mucus that we're getting from the milk? Which is the pus. Okay. My body's bad with it. My body's not mad about it. Think about the things you guys are putting in your. I think that's the reason why you guys are fine with it. And it took me a little bit to get back. Well, it's because of that. Is because I think it just takes so. Because you guys do this type of stuff. The Sodom. The Sodom part in the Bible, which is your sodomy, or your Gentiles, or your genitals. And gonorrhea is the gonorrhea outbreak for the apocalypse. So honestly, it's just the thing we just want to talk to you guys about and just say is take the time to put lavender, make a conscious action, and go get lavender pads and put those on your genitals, men and women, and you guys are going to start thinking differently, okay? So let me tell you, if your friend has gonorrhea, their body is taken by the disease. The disease takes the body and runs around with it. So we need them to put lavender pads on. And if schizophrenia takes the body, that means there's dopamine. So dopamine is synonymous with, because schizophrenia is a stage name, I guess. So you need to have them smell lemon zest, and you know, maybe make a lemon zest fucking deodorant and say, "Ooh, here you go." And this one, and then their dopamine from schizophrenia, from slipping in diabetic coma, -14 blood sugar drops, and then dopamine releases from the mouth. So that's why if you get clocked right here, that's why they dopamine boom, and then they get KO'd. That's a KO spot. It's like it's called dopamine schizophrenia and KO, which is walking diabetic coma. So say for instance, if we had lemon zest, or Morocco, this too, like this isn't helping. But say for instance, right, if we have lemon zest, the same type that they need to inhale to combust their dopamine to serotonin, or lemon zest. So just put it in a fucking deodorant and say, here you go. Boom, they're out of the schizophrenia. Because those people, if you ask, are you schizophrenic? Because do you have dopamine in your brain? If you ask somebody that who has it, they'll fucking kill you because they're a zombie. It's a dopamine zombie. Until you, here you go. Lemon zest, you have to figure it out. But I think it's lemon zest that they smell. I saw it on a fucking puzzle piece that somebody left on Facebook. Oh, it was schizophrenic and a lemon zest behind it. So I tried that thing. I said, nice, okay. I actually have a lemon zest for that, for myself, because sometimes I slip into diabetic coma and I'm schizophrenic. So as a religious leader, I have to combat, because sometimes they poison me. They say, it's a religious leader, she's saying. So this is lemon zest. So it's literally earth lemon zest, and they made this because they know that people are schizophrenic on the streets, and they gave this from India, CTW events, to everybody saying, we know you're schizophrenic and this is going to heal you. Take a shower in lemon zest. Who the fuck does that? It's literally lemon zest. Thanks. So I keep this in my backpack. I haven't used this, but I usually use Morocco oil, but this is really beautiful. I feel so much better. It's the first time I got to use this, because usually I use my Morocco. I'll show you my shampoo. But that one I said, oh, let's go and use that, but usually I use this, and this gets me out of, it's argan oil of Morocco. So, so I use this to get me out of schizophrenia. And this is like a to-go thing. I thought, man, it's these two get somebody out of schizophrenia, mind state, dopamine. This two, I have to tell myself, these two are to get rid of. So if I were to take a screenshot from here, I would say these two things combust dopamine and serotonin in your brain. And I'll save your life. Yeah. Save somebody else's life, because you're just walking diabetic coma. You're just walking up, just like this whole time. I was walking diabetic coma until I smelled this. Who fucking knows sometimes? You don't know if you're in it, if you're living on the streets. And let's talk about the thing that I posted before I came on here. Homelessness is human cruelty. Homelessness is elder abuse. Elder cruelty. Elder abuse. Everything you guys are witnessing, you're witnessing felonies, and nobody's reporting it. You guys are up for trial for a misdemeanor. And that's the ultimate truth, guys. Are we going to pursue that? No, but do know that that's what you have to live with in your conscience, is that you guys are watching homelessness. Like, I've been left on the streets after somebody stole my car. I went in a shock. I was fine in my car. I went in a shock. I can't believe it. I have to sleep in bushes now, instead of somebody saying, Shauna, sorry somebody stole your car. Here, either A, let me give you a new car, B, come inside the house, because you're nothing to be outside on the streets. Even in a car, period. But they just kept kicking me out to keep all my shit. So I never got to see my things again. After 2021, they kept pushing me to my car, pushing me to the streets. I never got to see my personal belongings again. Everything I own is everything they wanted to keep and everything they still have. And that was what it's all about, apparently, is that my things were getting looted in front of me, in front of you all. And I'm supposed to be dead by now. And that's all the thing that my ex and my sister knows, is that I should be dead by now. Because they left me on the streets to die. But I'm not. And I just want to say, hello, everybody. Something for us when you guys want to take the time evil and do evil things in 3D. And I just want to say is that I'm doing my satanic ritual abuse exit interview with sister, with my ex-girlfriend, and with my other ex-girlfriend, Crystal, and saying, hi, it's your SRA victim, and you guys hate when we fucking say this shit, huh? You guys are nothing to do anything anymore, and you don't want to do anything, and you can't think anymore, because you're over there and you're not doing anything right. But the truth is that when everyone starts to make their satanic ritual abuse videos of my exit interview, you Satanists, you're pretty much done, right? So my face, if you look at my face, it looks like JFK. It's Bloodline Lie, because I'm Bloodline Lie. I created Bloodline Lie, and I created all bloodlines. And people are trying to get me messages, and hi, evil, can I help you? Everybody always provokes me as a religious leader. They're so annoying. Hi. Well, because I have to go ahead and take the time to tell everybody, make a conscious move that I made all bloodlines, so that way you guys can wake the fuck up, and over there, you're over there thinking, what are you thinking about saying? Look at the thing that I think about all the time. Hi, evil, get the fuck off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Bye.